I'm gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the world.
Handle the truth. You can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war.
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Melee. We got an exciting match for you this evening in the singles division. We got two players looking to get their record back up to 500. We got Scott Harvey going up against Jacob Cameron. Should be a good match. Scott Harvey, one of the players who's been around the longest without any breaks. It's kind of crazy. And he's like a seasoned competitor. He's fought the best of the best. Jacob Cameron on the newer end of players. We've seen him, debut in the 2023 season and has some very solid wins under his belt. So I'm very excited to see how this one goes. We're going to get right into pre-match interviews, starting with our lower-ranked competitor today, Jacob Cameron. Jacob, you're going up against Scott, like I said, a veteran of this league. How you feel?
I'm feeling good. It's great to be back in singles. Scott is a tough competitor. But I'm feeling confident in my strengths, and I'm going to see how I do.
All right. Sounds good. Short, sweet, to the point. Well, good luck to you. We will now bring in your opponent for this evening, Mr. Scott Harvey. Scott, I know you often joke about how saying you fought everyone and there's not much other people to face at this point, but you're going up against someone who I don't think you faced before. So how you feel?
Feeling good. Dylan, were you trying to tell me that I need to take a break in that intro? Is that what you were trying to say?
I'm trying to be interesting because most people have been around as long as you.
No.
Have periods where they're like, all right, I need to take a step back.
And that's fair. I just don't know. What would I do on a break? I mean, it's not like I'm going to sit around and stop thinking about this stuff. So we might as well put it to use every now and then. No, I'm excited. Like you say, I'm always happy to play a new person. I think we played in like the single day teams tournament or whatever that happened this summer, but never like a really official thing. So this should be fun. Once again, it seems like about the 20th time in my career, it's like, hey, if I win this, I'm back at 500. I just always hover around that spot. So we'll see how it goes today.
All right, sounds good. Well, good luck to you as well. We will now get into round number one, which will work like this. It is the whiteboard round. Players will be asked 8 questions, 8 different categories of movie trivia, which they will answer individually on their whiteboards. Should any player get all 8 questions right, they will be asked a bonus question. And each player has 3 repeats, 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. Any questions before we get started?
Nope.
Good luck.
All right. Then your first question will come in the category of classics. In Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Brick and Maggie are attending the birthday of which of his family members? His referring to Brick. In case there was any confusion. I don't think there was. This is a good movie. You should check it out, everyone who hasn't seen it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jacob.
I said the brother.
And Scott?
I think there's like a character, Big Daddy or something, so I said father.
It is Big Daddy. Father is correct. So Scott takes the 1-0 lead. To get into your next question in the category of horror. In Annihilation, what is the name of the zone that Lena and her team investigate known as? This is another great movie. I haven't seen it since theaters, but I got to rewatch it. Some crazy stuff in this. I think this is the last of this director's movies that I love. 5, 4.
I disagree.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Scott.
Is it The Shimmer?
And Jacob?
I think Scott got it. I said The Entity.
The Shimmer is correct.
That's the one, yeah.
So 2-0 Scott as we get into your next question in the category of action/adventure. What 2000s action movie includes a cast that includes Paul Giamatti, Monica Bellucci, and Clive Owen? Shout out to the writer, but I'm not sure how I feel about including the word includes twice in the question. I feel like you didn't need to include one of those includes, but oh well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, but we appreciate the work you do. Jacob?
Said Inside Man.
And Scott?
I don't know. I said The International.
Both incorrect. We were looking for the classic Shoot 'em Up.
That's right.
So your next question will come in the category of sports. In Happy Gilmore, Happy played what sport before transitioning to golf? Shoot 'em Up, I believe, is the Jake Marangoni favorite. Loves that film. I think it was in his top 100.
Yeah.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Scott.
Hockey.
And Jacob?
Hockey.
Hockey is correct. So both players on the board now, 3-1. As we get into your next question in the category of Oscars. How many Oscars did Goodfellas win? Yeah, one of my favorite moments of trivia this year is when we asked a three-pointer is a bit of a deep plot detail and shoot 'em up, although apparently it's not that deep. And Jacoby knew it instantly, and he was so excited. And I was very like, "Really? Shoot 'em up? This is the most excitement I've seen anyone show for it." 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jacob,
3.
and we'll go to Scott.
I said 1.
1 is correct. It was just a supporting actor for Joe Pesci.
Oh, the one I knew for sure.
So then a 4-1 as we get into your next question in the category of directors. Who directed The Goonies? We're on a good streak of movies that I've seen so far. This is crazy. Usually when I host, I talk about how I haven't seen shit. This one that's like only shoot 'em up. The movie I keep dwelling on for this entire banter for this entire round is the one I have not seen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Scott?
Everything about this movie is a complete blind spot for me for some reason. But is it Joe Dante?
And Jacob?
Chris Columbus.
Both incorrect. We were actually looking for Richard Donner.
All
right.
I think Chris Columbus produced it or wrote it or something like that, but Richard Donner directed.
Okay.
But your next question will come in the category of actors and actresses. What actor has appeared in the following films? Flight, Argo, and Raising Arizona. Let's see. 1, 2. Yep, seen all 3 of them. Let's go. Haha. The streak continues. Oh, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jacob.
John Goodman.
And Scott?
John Goodman.
John Goodman is correct. So 5-2 as we now get into your final question, round number 1, which will be in the category of musicals. In Greece, during the song Summer Nights, Danny and Sandy recount how they met when Danny saved Sandy from dying how? Bit of a wordy one, but there you go. Almost got through it with no stumbles. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Scott.
Drowning.
And Jacob?
Drowning.
Drowning is correct. So with that coming out of round number 1, I have the score at Scott in the lead 6-3. As we get into round number 2, which will work like this. It is the wheel round, so each player will get the chance to spin the wheels to decide what category they'll be answering questions in today. If they don't like the category they spin the first time, they can spin the second time, but they must keep whatever it lands on then. Each question worth 2 points, unless they check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point, and stealing is available in this round. The categories on the wheel today are 21st Century Coming of Age, which is the strength of Scott, and directed by Rob Zombie, which is the strength of Jacob. And we got the general categories of action/adventure, 2000s, directors, sci-fi fantasy, westerns, and the 1970s. So, Scott, since you are in the lead, would you like to spin first or defer?
I'll go first.
All right. Well, then this will be your first spin. You'll land on directed by Rob Zombie.
I'll spin again.
All right. And then this will be the category that you must keep. You'll land on the category of the 2000s. So I'll put the wheel backstage now, and I will read you your questions in the 2000s. Your first question. What is Will's next door neighbor Layla's superpower in Sky High?
I should know this. Multiple choice.
Your options are A, she controls plants, B, super speed, C, freezing powers, or D, telekinesis.
A.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question. I Am Legend takes place mostly in the future ruins of what American city?
I'm going to play it safe. Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Boston, B, San Francisco, C, Los Angeles, or D, New York.
Los Angeles.
That is unfortunately incorrect. For the 1 point steal, is it A, Boston, B, San Francisco, C, Los Angeles, or D, New York?
New York, final.
New York is correct for the 1 point steal.
Glad I played it safe.
Your third question. Who plays Stella's father, John Bridger, in the 2003 film The Italian Job?
Donald Sutherland.
That is correct for 2 points. Now your penultimate question in this category. Who directed Thank You for Smoking?
Jason Reitman.
That is correct for 2 points. And now your final question in this category. In what 2000s film does the main character own a nightclub on the moon?
Okay, I want to make sure I get the right title. The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
That is correct for 2 points.
Yes. Is
I
that
have
the
to
first
say,
Pluto Nash question that's ever been asked? Surely
I
it is.
believe so.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that anyone remembers that movie.
Yeah. So then coming out of Scott's round, I have him at his score at 13. With the steal, Jacob gets a score up to 4. So we'll now bring back the wheel for what will be Jacob's first spin. Land on spinner's choice. What category would you like?
All right, let me take a stab at Zombie, please.
All right. Directed by Rob Zombie it is. So your first question in directed by Rob Zombie. What is the name of Rondo's son in 3 from Hell?
Oh. Aquarius, final?
That is correct for 2 points. And you don't need to say final answer, by the way, because this is not teams. So you can just say the answer.
I'm sorry. I'm so used to another league. I'm so sorry.
You're good. It's all right. Your next question. Who plays Father Napoleon Horatio Silas murder in 31?
Okay, I'll use a repeat for that, please.
Sure thing. That is your first repeat. Your question again. Who plays Father Napoleon Horatio Silas murder in 31?
Malcolm McDowell.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In The Devil's Rejects, what is the name of the motel Otis and Baby are staying at?
I want to be sure. Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, Kahiki Palms, B, Mockingbird Heights, C. Easterbrook, or D. Sunnyside Estates?
Kahiki Palms.
That is correct for 1 point. Now your penultimate question in this category. What does Michael use to kill Ishmael in Halloween?
Oh, shoot. It's the multiple choice.
Your options are A, a baseball bat, B, a TV, C, a knife, or D, a fork.
Uh,
5, 4, 3,
knife.
2. That is unfortunately incorrect. For the 1 point steal, is it A, a baseball bat, B, a TV, C, a knife, or D, a fork?
Baseball bat.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for B, a TV.
That was my next one. Shoot.
So then your final question in this category. In The Lords of Salem, what type of fortune telling does Megan specialize in?
That was the.
Sorry, can you get both hands on screen there, Jacob?
I'm sorry. Multiple choice. Please. That was not deliberate.
Right. Your options are A, tarot card reading, B, crystal gazing, C, reading tea leaves, or D, palm reading.
Let's go with D.
D is correct for 1 point. All right, so coming out of round number 2, I have Scott in the lead 13 to Jacob's 10. So we'll get into round number 3, which will work like this. It is the pick your poison round. So the players will select from a category of a list of categories that were previously drafted. They'll draft the categories one by one. If they select a category, it cannot be selected by their opponent. They'll choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point question in that order, and we will go until there is a mathematical winner. The categories they could choose from today are sci-fi fantasy, directors, horror, recent releases, 1990s, 2010s, sports, and coming of age/teen. So let them pick their categories right now, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. The players have selected their categories, so we'll start with Jacob since he is down by 3. So what category would you like for your 1 pointer?
I will take the 90s first.
All right, your 1 pointer in the category of the 1990s. Who plays the lead character, Dr. Nick Tatopoulos, in Godzilla 1998?
Matthew Broderick.
That is correct for 1 point. So now you'll stick with you. What category would you like for your 2 pointer?
Let's go with sports.
All right. So your question in the category of sports. Who stars as hockey player Doug Glatt in Goon and Goon Last of the Enforcers?
Sean William Scott.
And that is correct for 2 points. And the tie game. So we will now go over to Scott. What category would you like for your 1 pointer?
Let's go 2010s.
All right. Your question in the category of the 2010s. Donald Gleason, Oscar Isaac, and Alicia Vikander star in what 2010s film?
Ex Machina.
That is correct for 1 point. So now we will go back over to Jacob. What category would you like for your 3 pointer?
I'll take horror.
All right. Your question in the category of horror. What extracurricular group was Jennifer a part of at her school in Jennifer's Body?
Oh, it's the color guard.
That is correct for 4 big points.
3 points, right? Yeah.
3 points, my bad. Getting your score up to 16. So we'll go back over to Scott. What would you like for your 2 pointer?
I'll do recent releases next.
All right. So your 2 pointer in recent releases. Will Poulter, Charles Melton, and Noah Centineo all appear in what 2025 movie?
Dude, is this real? This is the third Alex Garland question that I've been asked now. It's Warfare, I believe.
That is wild that had worked out that way. But yeah, you're right. That's correct for the tie game. But since you have more questions remaining, we will stick with you. So what category would you like for your three-pointer?
Coming of age.
All right. Your question in the category of coming of age. In Saturday Night Fever, the club Tony frequents is named after what movie? Five, four.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. Question again. In Saturday Night Fever, the club Tony frequents is named after what movie?
I don't think this is at Casablanca.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We are looking for 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What a name for a club.
So then, since we are still all tied up and they both have their 4 pointers remaining, we will go back over to Jacob. So what would never mind. Yeah, yours 4-pointer in the category of sci-fi fantasy. You don't really have much of a choice here. Your question. Which 2000s sci-fi film features a recurring plot element where a teacher gives a student the book The Philosophy of Time Travel? Five, four, three,
Repeat.
2. Right, that is your second repeat. Your question again. Which 2000s sci-fi film features a recurring plot element where a character gives a student the book The Philosophy of Time Travel? Five, four, three,
Last
2.
one.
All right, that is your final repeat. So your question again. Which 2000s sci-fi film features a recurring plot element where a teacher gives a student the book The Philosophy of Time Travel? Five, four,
Spy
3,
Kids.
2. That is unfortunately incorrect. We are looking for Donnie Darko.
That's what I thought it was.
Oh, God. I haven't seen that movie in a minute, so yeah.
All right, so here's the situation. Scott has his 4-pointer remaining in directors. If he hits it, he wins. If he misses, we're going to sudden death.
All right.
Intense. So your 4-pointer in directors. Who directed the 2016 movie Love and Friendship? Five.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your second repeat. Your question again. Who directed the 2016 movie Love and Friendship?
Good game. Whit Stillman.
And your winner, Scott Harvey Whit Stillman, is correct. I'll put the players backstage for now. Yeah, great game, I think, from like both competitors there. I think there was that 1-3. There's a 3-point lead coming out of round number 1, which I think Scott was just able to hold on to in round 2. Both players doing really well in their categories. Scott getting the general category of 2000s, which like the decade categories can trip people up sometimes because obviously they're some of the broadest categories there is, and you never know what you're going to get. He nailed that Pluto Nash question. Salutes to him. But then I mean, Jacob did really, really well in his strength, directed by Rob Zombie. So really making it a close game there, nailing the Jennifer's body question also, which there was some debate from the writers on that question of whether or not we'd accept cheerleader. So I'm really glad he just said color guard, so he didn't have to open that can of worms. So good for him there. So yeah, we're going to get right into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher, Jacob. Jacob, you still played a really solid game, like I think 16 points. That's a really solid score. Overall, how do you feel?
I mean, it always hurts to lose, but Scott played a great game. I can't hold that against him. You know, I almost said cheerleading, but then I was like, no, they're probably not going to take that. And then I was like, it's got to be color guard. And so I'm like, I don't want to cause any more headache than I have to. So it was a gamble and it paid off. But yeah, it hurts to lose. But you know what? I did the best that I could. Like I said, Scott did great, so I have no regrets.
Well, I ask you this every time after every match, just like I ask every competitor. When you do return, who would you like to face?
I'm down to play anyone. I'll definitely keep my head up from this one because losses happen in pretty much every trivia league. So it's like it is what it is. So I will always be prepared and I'll always be ready to take on anyone.
Sounds good. Like the attitude. Thank you for coming out, Jacob. We'll put you backstage for now, and we'll bring in our first place finisher for this evening, Scott Harvey. Scott, really solid performance all around, coming out of the gate strong in round 1, 6 points. That was very strong there. And 2000s. I think some of those were some tougher 2000s questions. Like I don't think anyone likes hearing Pluto Nash question. So good on you there for hitting that for 2 points. And nailing the 4-pointer and directors to seal the victory. Overall, very solid performance. How you feel?
I don't know why that was in the recesses of my mind because nobody saw Pluto Nash. That was the thing. It's one of the most famous box office bombs of all time. But maybe that's just how I knew it. No, it was a good match. Jacob played a great match. I mean, I was sweating all the way up until the end. It could have very easily gone into sudden death. You know, those director's questions, it's either right away, you're going to know it or you don't pretty much. Funnily enough, again, there's just weird luck in this match. Funnily enough, Love and Friendship came up in my teams match recently. That I think it might have even been the same question. I don't know, but it was a question about Love and Friendship, and I am a fan of that movie. So, that's the thing with directors is just, do you know the movie or not? So I got fortunate there, and then the 3 Alex Garland questions. I mean, you still have to know the movies, obviously, but it's just like what a strange series of events that led to that happening. So I'm happy. Sometimes the luck doesn't go my way, but tonight it did, and I felt like it was a good game overall. Happy to spend a general slice in round 2 because I feel like I'm usually in good shape if I do that.
Yeah, well, so we're shooting pretty far ahead. I'm not sure if this is your last match of the year or if we have something else planned for you. But when you do return, anyone in particular you want to face?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if it's my last or not. I mean, it's great to end on a high note because teams didn't end on a high note, trios didn't end on a high note. So if this is the last one, so be it. But if I get to play again this season, great also. And I feel like I always call out Anthony because that was my worst match ever. So I will diversify and say that one of my other worst matches was when I played Dean recently because I had a perfect round, I think, and then I spun like horror icons or something and just fell off a cliff after that. So I would definitely like a redux of that match too.
I like it. Yeah, I'd definitely like to see that rematch. And the records I think would align. No promises, but I like it. Anyways, thank you for coming out and congrats on the win. We'll put you backstage for now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to the players for playing, writers for writing, showrunners for show running, viewers for viewing. Or else we wouldn't be doing this in the first place because there'd be no one to do it for. But thank you all. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.